So, what's the deal with workout timing? Should you drag yourself out of bed to hit the gym first thing? Or is it better to blow off some steam after a long day? It's a classic debate. But what if the answer isn't about your to do list, but about your own biology? Okay, let's get into it. Because here's the thing, we're going to explore how your body's own internal clock, its natural rhythm, might just hold the key to unlocking your best performance ever. It's not just about what exercises you're doing, but when you're doing them. All right, first up, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. When you look at thousands of people, what does the science say about the absolute best time to work out? The answer is probably not what you think. And listen, we're not talking about one or two little studies here. This is based on a massive meta-analysis from Ovid that sifted through literally thousands of articles to find a real, solid pattern in human performance throughout the day. And this chart really nails it. Here's what they found. For the average person, things like your raw power and strength, think explosive movements like jumping, are at their absolute max between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. So if you've ever felt that sudden surge of energy for an afternoon workout, yeah, you're not just imagining it, your body is biologically primed and ready to go. But that's the big question, isn't it? That data is great, but let's be real, none of us are perfectly average. We're all different. So how do we figure this out for ourselves? How do you find your own perfect window? Well, to answer that, we've got to talk about this amazing internal system that pretty much governs your entire day. From your energy levels to your sleep, it all comes down to one simple question. Are you an early bird or are you a night owl? The official scientific term for this is your chronotype. And it's basically your body's built-in natural preference for when it wants to be awake and when it wants to sleep. And this has a huge impact on your physical performance. Seriously, this isn't about willpower or discipline, it's pure biology. And this quote shows you the real-world difference it can make. This is from Amy Klein, a runner who's a self-professed night owl. She said that running marathons in the morning was an absolute slog, like she was running through mud. But then she ran a race at 4 p.m., and she completely crushed her personal best. Why? Her body was finally working with her activity, not against it. So what in the world is going on inside us to make this happen? Why does timing matter so much? Well, the answer is pretty incredible, and it's found deep, deep inside your muscle cells. Let's look at the actual clockwork. Okay, get this. Scientists at King's College London did this groundbreaking study on zebrafish, whose muscles are a lot like ours. And they found that our muscle cells have their own internal clocks. They run on a 24-hour cycle all by themselves, and it doesn't matter if you're exercising or even what you're eating. The clock is always ticking. So basically, your muscles have two totally different modes. Think of it like this. During the day, they're in growth mode. That's called anabolism. They are primed and ready to build strength. But at night, they switch over to repair mode, catabolism, where the cleanup crew comes in to fix everything up. Working with that cycle can make a world of difference. Okay, so we've covered the science for the average person, and we've peeked inside our own cells. Now, let's make this super practical. How do you actually use all this to find your ideal workout window? Well, according to the experts at Ace Fitness, it really just boils down to two key questions you need to ask yourself. First, be honest. What's your chronotype? Are you a morning lark or a night owl? And second, pay attention to how your body reacts. Does a hard workout get you all amped up and energized, or does it actually help you chill out and unwind? And this handy little chart breaks it all down for you. If you're a morning lark, a high-energy workout like HIIT or a dance class is going to feel amazing in the morning. But if you're a night owl, you'll probably feel way stronger doing that same exact workout in the afternoon. Now, calming stuff like yoga or a nice long walk, that tends to be a bit more flexible for everyone. It's all about matching the workout's effect to your body's natural state. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'll just hack my system, well, not so fast. Our body clocks are powerful. For instance, a huge review of studies on melatonin found that taking it at night can help with recovery. But if you take it during the day near a workout, it can actually make you drowsy and tank your performance. You just can't fool your internal clock. So, what's the big takeaway here? Let's be clear. The absolute best workout is always, always going to be the one you actually stick with. Consistency is king. But the optimal workout, that's the one your body is biologically prepped and ready for. The real magic happens when you can find that sweet spot where those two things overlap. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. We spend so much of our lives running on schedules set by the clock on the wall. But when it comes to something as personal as our health, maybe it's time we started listening a little more closely to that powerful, ancient clock that's been ticking inside each of us all along.